Your Life in Sex Island, Chapter 5, picking up the tab, page 159. We are continuing our examination of our tax system to determine how much taxes of all kinds couples at different income levels actually pay. We have spent a great deal of time and effort looking at taxes as they now exist. What have we learned? The wealth of the poor is confiscated. The wealth of the rich is untouched. The wealth of the poor is taken and given to the rich. Only three things can be taxed: wealth, income, and purchases, and only humans pay taxes. Professional liars try to hide all five of these facts. Professional liars try, pretty successfully, to hide taxes in various nooks and crannies. They also use various devices to pretend that the five facts are not true. The excise tax is another terrible tax. It's another attempt to hide and justify a tax by pretending that we are getting rid of the bad guys. Put a halo on it and everyone will love it. This tax, too, is monstrously regressive. Yet another 10 taxes on the poor. This is not one tax, it is a category of taxes, all on the poor. In addition, this tax can never be fair. First, this tax is in reality a sales tax that is limited to a specific product such as whiskey, tobacco, or gasoline. These taxes are generally enacted to alter or control someone's behavior, often to give one producer or user an unfair advantage over another producer or user. Let me illustrate by using a ludicrous, made-up example. Then you can easily understand real examples which you can see every day and are even more ridiculous. Illustrative example: gasoline, as we all know, was commonly used to burn witches at the stake because it was cheap, effective, accessible, safe, and easy to use. The perfect fuel for that ancient and honorable purpose. So naturally, the woodsmen who produced burning logs went forthwith to their representatives and senators, through their agents, sometimes called lobbyists. The Constitution, after all, guarantees our right to petition our government, and demanded that an excise tax be placed on gasoline so that it would no longer be competitive with burning logs. The woodsmen also explained to their representatives and senators that they, the woodsmen, were hardy outdoor types who lead a clean Christian way of life that was obviously to be protected, since particularly the gasoline producers were known to be communist sympathizers. They, the woodsmen, were also able to make significant contributions to the representatives and senators' re-election campaign funds. The representatives and senators, being enlightened and intelligent Christians, could immediately see the unassailable logic in the woodsman's plea and promptly passed a law placing significant excise tax on gasoline. And thus, the woodsmen lived happily ever after, and, as we know, witches ever since have been blissfully burned at the stake using the less hot and therefore more effective, the witches died more slowly and thus had more time to repent, fire logs. If you will examine any and all excise taxes, you will note that all have some such anti-competitive, anti-free enterprise, anti-efficiency, intended compulsion, hopeful behavior-altering purpose, counterproductive to the free functioning of the free market, as my little illustrative example. They are each and all stupid, hardly fitting to be matched with their lobbyists, representatives, and senators. All excise taxes should be repealed. They are close relatives to the sales tax and thus warmly beloved of professional liars. The logic of excise taxes is the logic of professional liars. Said logic makes one cock one's head and ask, do they really believe that shit? Stay tuned, I'll be back. Purchase the book now by clicking on the link in the description below.